Well, Marathon is a game that, as a Tarkov refugee, has made me feel welcome. It's brutal. It's not as much of a survival game, but the PvE and the PvP are surprisingly unforgiving but fair. I don't tend to have too much trouble with PvP, and the PvE side is honestly, it's a lot more fun. It's difficult, but it doesn't feel unfair in the way that Scavs would in Tarkov. Um, this really honestly feels like a renaissance for Bungie. As a longtime Halo fan and a fairly long time Destiny fan, I played a good almost all of D1 and a good portion of D2. I didn't really think I would find a game or expect a game from Bungie to really catch me again after the fumbling of D2. The looting is fun, it's rewarding. You know, the game really makes you want better gear. The way, like, the high tier meds stack higher so you can save space in your backpack and they heal quicker. So it really incentivizes you going and looking for different ways to get that. And there's plenty of different ways to do that with the factions. The factions in this game are pretty unique with their kind of stories, but they do provide a lot for you. The runners are the real meat and potato. Like, that's your base kit no matter what. And they're all pretty unique. They all serve their own role, and they're all pretty powerful in their own right. All they though they do serve different roles. I'd probably say I play mostly Vandal right now. Rook is pretty fun too whenever I'm looking for just like getting money or equipment, doing outpost runs, and just eating up as much gear as I can, being a dirty, filthy little rat. The upgrades you get from the factions are super important though, giving you more heat, which is like a stamina system, uh, giving you more like access to better heals and better deals and barters in the armories, better backpacks from like Syak. New Cal gives heals. Traxxas does like your weapon mods. Mida tends to be like your explosives or your ammo crates, smoke grenades, stuff like that, your tacticals. Arachne's a death cult. I think they mostly just sell weapons. And then Sekaguchi or Sekgen, they like sell runner cores and implants. In the lore, they're kind of like the makers of the shells, and that's pretty cool. But going on from there, the loot system's really fun. A lot of the attachments all feel very unique. You can kind of tune weapons in different directions to make them feel very different than their base counterparts, which is something that it's honestly pretty cool. Being able weapons being so versatile. So there's a little bit of this game I've got that I'll probably be talking through and mentioning things throughout, just kind of commenting on it. But the mostly I play solo. The multiplayer moments are fun though. Like, I would love to have a team to go through cryo with, and I see a lot of complaints about cryo for sure, and I understand why, because you have to give up your best stuff just to get in there. But that's really part of the appeal of something like cryo is it's something like a raid where you're getting in there, trying to do like these kind of puzzles, perform tasks, and none of them are too crazy, but you've also got a few other teams competing. So you have to watch out for that as well. Like, you have to deal with the AI, you have to deal with like three, four other teams just dogging you while they're trying to do their own thing. And then you also have these objectives, which I don't really know what they are, but like I know there's like mini bosses in the vaults. I think I haven't done them myself, but it's something like that. Working a full 9 to 5, I probably won't see for a while, if not maybe before the first wipe. So, and the wipes don't really bother me. As like a somewhat long time Tarkov player, the wipe system is nothing new, and there is the downside of that it puts the more experienced players into the lobbies of the new players, and they definitely do just dog walk those guys. They just wreck them, and that's going to turn away a lot of new players. But it's going to turn away the people that weren't going to play an extraction shooter anyway, because these games are not really meant for a casual audience, and it's amazing that Bungie made a game for such a niche audience. It's kind of almost baffling. But I do gotta say, I personally love it. I want to see more of it, even though, people do have their fair criticisms of Bungie and the game itself. It's still fun. And so coming up here, we have a moment of me trying to get into a PvP engagement and failing spectacularly. I hear somebody running around maintenance. I start seeing shots, and I'm like, ooh, mess up my double jump there, and just use it to clamber onto a box. So we're pushing up. I see robots. They're looking at someone. He's throwing down like grenades and stuff, blowing stuff up. And then there he is. There's the assassin. It looks like an assassin. So then when he turns invisible, it just kind of gives me the yep. So I can't shoot in there. There's the that like force field thing. I'm almost 90% sure this guy has seen me, but honestly, I could not find my way in here, and I just kind of fumble around. So I'm just gonna kind of let it play out and let you watch me just act a fool. So after sitting here for a minute and thinking, oh, I'll just catch this guy on his way out, I realize, oh, he's gone, and I am sitting here acting a fool. So I decided to just get out of here. It was not my finest moment. But that being said, the there's a moment I had with my brother playing this game. The his first match, just insane. He goes down, turns invisible, pops a self-res while this guy's just shooting into the ground, unloading his bully SMG. It's hilarious.
Oh,
And
come
then
out
we
here,
play
Ben.
another
Come
game
out
with
here
his
through the.
friend out, like, a couple
Oh,
days later.
oh,
Because he's, like, man,
what
my
happened?
friend, he's great.
Where? I'm trapped in the
Like, alright,
ladder, dude.
we'll give it a shot. Yeah, anyway, this guy gives us, like, some of the worst
Yo,
comms
what?
ever.
Do
He
you see
goes,
this
there's a
thing?
team, bio research, exfil I'm getting shot at. So me and my brother go over there, not even realizing that he's not even at the right exfil that he called out. He's at a different exfil, just
I
like
literally can't,
giving
so
us the wrong
yeah.
call outs. I'm asking for
Oh,
pings.
wait, wait, wait,
He's
wait,
not
hold
pinging
on.
the
Hold
exfil,
on, I'm
and
here,
I'm
I'm here, I'm here.
thinking that my
Hold on.
brother is this guy. He's losing health. Turns out my brother just walked into one of the plants. He's not getting
No,
shot at.
it stuck
But my
me back
brother's
in here
saying he's
again.
getting shot
Fuck.
at, so I'm thinking the guy in front of me,
No.
I get them
No.
mixed up. It's just a whole mess.
Brian.
It was just a whole mess. And we were kind of all in fault there. But it's,
At
it's
least
one of
one
those
of us
things
got
that
out of
happen in
here.
extraction shooters. And even this one has a lot more HUD than something like Tarkov or um, Arc Raiders. It's a little
Oh,
bit more visually
it's
busy
open.
for
Just
sure.
crouch through,
But I think
and
that
we
is
have to
part of
run.
their aesthetic, to be fair.
Very close. We can make
But,
it.
you know, we completely fumbled, all three of us, in our roles, and we lost. But then we went on, had another great raid afterwards.
No, I'm not
Just
gonna
for
make it.
at
The
the very
fucking
last
drone.
moment,
No.
like we
No,
get stuck
I'm
in
not
like
gonna
the
fucking make
miniature
it.
lockdown room, that AI uplink that sometimes spawns whenever you
Please.
hit the tripwires. Me and my
I
brother get
didn't
stuck
make
in
it.
there, and what happens essentially is he goes down. I'm stuck trying to kill the robots with limited ammo.
No, you expelled.
And
I didn't.
we've got like 15 seconds. I res him. He actually
Oh
makes
my
it to the
god.
exfil, and I get caught by one of those stupid drones flying
What do you
overhead and
mean
slowing
I
my
didn't
movements.
exfil? Because of that
And
fucking drone.
it's another one of those moments that I know I've kind of
Oh.
repeated myself with the first story, but you know, it's something that just can't be recreated. You might get something close, but
Yeah.
hey, we had some fun moments in this
I'm
game, and I
definitely
plan
down
on
for
having more.
more. Fuck. I'm so
Um,
sad.
I do really appreciate anyone that's watched this video so far. This raid's wrapping up. I'm about to exfil after this crap.
Well, that was a real
I
disappointing note
realized
there,
that I
Ben.
can't
I don't
get
think we
my
extracted
what do you call it? The quest
Oh.
objective
But we
when I
did
get
get
up
some
here,
good kills.
and I just get mad in exfil. So anyway, my Twitch is it's twitch.tv/Treytato with a 0. I'm kind of live whenever now. I work full-time job. So usually the afternoons I work morning shifts. So if I'm streaming, you can catch me in the afternoon anytime around 4 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate any feedback, so like, subscribe, anything else, and peace out. Have a good day.